Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm your host, Pattsun, and today we're going to be taking a look at r/relationship advice, where OP saw his wife doing the nasty on his security cameras. Let's begin. My wife left me for her affair partner. Posted by Reddit user Genital Bells.
D-Day was early September. I discovered wife on security cameras bringing her affair partner into our bedroom. We have a 5-year-old son. We were together for 12 years and married for 6. I made all the mistakes, begged, pleaded, and cried. 2 weeks she stayed in the house going back and forth between wanting to work it out and then more discovery of her contacting her affair partner. Finally, she moved out to be with affair partner and I served her with a separation agreement. She got angry about it and countered with her own attorney to go straight for the divorce. She has an enabling family, which is probably why she is the way she is. I've learned a ton from this sub and implemented it. Been no contact for at least 2 weeks. I should have started sooner, except to talk about our kid. We have joint custody, and she is being a good parent, but she has introduced the affair partner to our son. Nothing I can do about it, says the lawyer. She is going to get half of my $401k, half of the house. I have to explain to my son why we have to move out of the only home he's known. She is telling everyone that she is leaving an abusive relationship, but a lot of our mutual friends see through her bullshit. She is telling our son that we both ended the marriage. I know when he is old enough, he will be able to see the truth. I will never lie to him, but until the divorce is finalized, I don't want to risk being accused of alienation. I have PTSD from the discovery of them in our bed. Luckily, I have had a lot of good support from friends and family. Got therapy and meds for nightmares and Lexapro to help me get over this hump. Walking for 30 minutes twice a day. I've made way more progress than I ever thought I would at 2 months out, but still a long way to go. So far, she has not engaged in any cake-eating behavior, except for the first couple of weeks. I think this is an exit affair. We did have problems in the marriage. She said she felt unloved and like I never wanted to go places with her. She delivered the "I've been hurting a long time" line. She shows zero remorse or empathy during the whole ordeal. I wanted desperately to believe that she was in limerence, but I know now that it doesn't really matter if she is or not. Cheating is black and white and I can never trust her again. It feels like such a tragedy, but it's true. I'm 42 and I can't imagine finding another relationship at my age, and with a kid and a cheating co-parent that I have to stay in contact with.
OP, if you have all of this proof and you can legally use it, you should unleash the full arsenal against her. Protect your finances, your home, your 401k, your son. Instead of 50-50, you may get a more generous split, or she could be denied alimony altogether or something. OP, her depraved cheating behavior in your own home could give you a marginally better custody agreement for your son. Hit her with everything you can and don't worry about your son too much. Kids are not dumb. They can understand things. Just tell him the truth in an age-appropriate manner. The best thing you can do for your son is to protect yourself because you are the responsible one. You are the decent parent that should be his role model. Someone who would bring an affair partner into their own home, have sex with them in their own bed, is showing the utmost disrespect for you, your marriage, your family, and most importantly, your son. You need to go scorched earth here, my friend. Stop being the nice guy. Being the nice guy might be the reason why she cheated on you in the first place. I don't know why women do this. I don't know what goes into their brain, but they like chads. They like the bad boys. So I'm pretty sure the affair partner is a complete ass. Don't worry about dating someone else right now, OP. Protect your son, protect yourself. Good luck. And now for today's second story. My ex-wife came back after leaving me 3 years ago with my nieces and nephews. Posted by Reddit user Remote Career 1099.
Before marriage, we had both agreed to not wanting any biological children, or children in general. After marriage, we were still in agreement that children were not in our future plans. I even had a vasectomy. We were adamant on not having children. We wanted to live together, just the two of us. Everyone on both sides of our family knew of our decision, and though some of them insisted, later they didn't care as much anymore. So for 8 years we were happy, well, as happy as a married couple can be. Our communication was great. I believe she was my soulmate. We were together a total of 18 years. I knew her like the back of my hand. I loved her with all my heart and soul. Then comes 2019. My sister and her husband unfortunately passed away in an accident, leaving behind 3 young children aged 7, 5, and 10 months. It came down to a situation of who would take care of these kids. My brother-in-law had 2 sisters, but they had multiple kids of their own, so it didn't seem feasible. As for his parents, unfortunately they were already deceased. That left my side of the family. My parents could have taken the children, but they're on the older spectrum and well beyond their child-caring days. So that left me, the only sibling. And of course, the other option, foster care. Understand that there is no way in hell I was letting this happen. So I took the kids. Now their parents had been responsible financially, so taking the kids isn't much of a financial burden. Their college funds have been somewhat taken care of, so really, I just need to focus on their upbringing and providing for them. Before taking the kids, I spoke with my wife, laid out the options and why they weren't feasible and why I needed to take them in. My wife agreed that foster care wasn't an option when I was in a position to take them in. However, she also said that she couldn't stay married to me once I took the kids in. This came as a shock and a surprise. At no point did she make the choose between her or the kids. There is a reason why my ex-wife doesn't want children. However, I don't feel that it's my place to divulge that information, so I won't. But to say the least, I understood and accepted. But given the situation, I was hoping she'd understand. I even suggested therapy to get over this hurdle, which she declined. She had therapy in the past growing up, and that's how she reached the conclusion that she doesn't want kids. My wife left and we ultimately got a divorce. We parted on amicable terms. The kids came to stay with me and have stayed with me for the past 3 years. In those years, I had to put my heart together again. I had to be a father. Things weren't easy, but we're in a good place now. Now 2022, my ex-wife invited me out for coffee and asked if we might try again. Once again, I was shocked and really, I don't remember much after that. Me, what changed? Why now suddenly after this time? Her, I regret the divorce. I have for the past 3 years. I've gone to therapy like you suggested. A lot more was said, but it didn't really sink in. Due to my profession and my new role as father, I didn't have a lot of time to meet anyone. Honestly, I couldn't. I wasn't ready to move on. But I was stunned, and the hurt and resentment from the past 3 years came at me all at once. I wanted to laugh, to cry, to scream, but I just sat there. In truth, I can't say she completely abandoned me in the past 3 years. She would call every odd month, short conversations to ask how I was doing, how the kids were doing. She even bought them Christmas presents and would sometimes talk to them on the phone. Short stuff like they shouldn't cause too much trouble for me, or they should be good. The kids are familiar with her, but she hasn't exactly been a constant in their lives. With her coming back and asking for another go, I don't know what to do. Do I still love her? Yes. Am I angry with her? Yes. Do I want her in mine and the kids' lives? I don't know. She's amazing. The best human I ever met. But she hurt me deeply. She left when I wished she'd hold on tighter. I want her back. But is it the right thing to do? I'm a father now. I can't just think about myself. Do we start over? Back to dating? I mean, she might not like this new version of me. I've changed. I'm different. I'm a father, and my priority are to my nieces and nephews. I'm so confused. I haven't been sleeping well. I wish she hadn't been such a decent human being so I could hate her. I wish we hadn't divorced so amicably, still so in love. I wish she'd gone to therapy sooner. I wish that she hadn't left. I don't know. I really don't know what to do. Edit. Thank you so much for the insight you've all provided so far. I'm at a loss of words. I would like answers or a more in-depth explanation as to what changed. So after reading some of the comments, I decided to propose we meet to talk this weekend, to which she agreed. As for the kids, the oldest, now 11, has been seeing a therapist for about a year now. Initially him and his younger sibling, now 8, were seeing a counselor, but for the oldest it was recommended he see a therapist. On that note, I am now looking into therapy. The resentment I have towards her caught me off guard. I had accepted her reasoning for divorce, and at the time I thought I moved on. But when she requested to start again, I don't know. The hurt I went through turned sour quickly. I know she doesn't deserve this for choosing what she did. I just need time. Edit 2. Last one until our meeting this weekend. I feel I should say this. At no point did I wish to turn my ex-wife into the villain of this story. So, I do feel the need to defend her. The reason as to why she did not wish to have children is because she grew up in an extremely troubled household. Her father was the worst father to ever be known. He abused her physically and emotionally for years. As for her mother, she had been a drug addict and had stolen from my ex-wife repeatedly when she was younger and working part-time. When I met her, she had been living with a distant relative because the situation at home had got so bad, she'd been hospitalized and her father arrested. During our dating period, then-girlfriend had been going through individual therapy and couples therapy with me. She didn't know how to communicate without yelling at me. We worked through our issues. She stopped yelling. I haven't heard her yell in years. The things with her past, with her father and mother, were worked on as well. The issue came in that my ex-wife didn't think she would be a good mother. She was scared that just like how she'd taken yelling as a form of communication from her parents, she'd be a similarly horrible mother to any child. She didn't want to damage the child or be responsible for hurting the child, which I understood. I've never wanted kids, so it didn't bother me not having kids. In addition, because of our careers, we both pursued medicine. Having children just didn't line with our professional ambitions. When I took in the kids, I believe she thought her fears might materialize. This is why I had initially suggested therapy, so that she could work through these feelings.
OP, I think that whatever you do, you should take things really slowly. She was abruptly faced with a life that she absolutely did not want. She did what she thought was right, however painful. But after some time to reflect, she decided that she might be willing to work things out. If you get good vibes, good, then start dating. But don't get married, OP. No, do not get married. At least not yet. Be extremely clear that you are now a father and that the kids will now be your top priority and they're going to be a huge part of your lives. If she's willing to work with that, then you should definitely do some couples therapy. Only then that I can see this working out. Look, OP, neither of you were really in the wrong here. I understand that you're hurt, and if you do want to get back together, you need to make sure that you deal with that trauma healthily. Do not hold it against her or foster any more resentment. It will only end badly. Good luck to the both of you, and especially to the kids. Viewer support is the best way for me to remain independent and continue bringing you these daily videos, which will always be here on my YouTube channel for you to watch absolutely free. So consider clicking that super thanks just below the video title, or you can use my PayPal in the description box down below. Thanks for listening, everyone. If you even somewhat enjoyed today's story, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you really like it, make sure to subscribe to PattSun to never miss a future upload. Stay strong.